Binomial expansion for expansion of 1 plus b raised to power n, where n is rational numbers. For example, this n could be -1, -1/2, or 1 or 1/2, 3, and so on. Before we going to use the binomial theorem, let's start to simplify the binomial coefficient. All these are called as binomial coefficient. NR, the formula of NR is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial. Let's start with n0 is equal to n factorial over n minus 0 factorial is equals to n factorial over n minus 0 is n factorial 0 factorial. By simplifying the n factorial and the n factorial at the denominator part, we remain 1. Let's carry on to n1. n1 is equals to n factorial n minus 1 factorial and 1 factorial. Now we are going to simplify n factorial and n minus 1 factorial. For example, 4 factorial is equals to 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. It also can be written as 4 times 4 minus 1 times 4 minus 2 times 4 minus 3. 4 factorial. Or it also can be written as equals to 4 times 4 minus 1 factorial. This is few ways to rewrite the 4 factorial. So for n factorial, the n factorial can be written as n times n minus 1 factorial over n minus 1 factorial times 1 factorial. Then from this fraction, we can simplify the n minus 1 factorial and n minus 1 factorial at the bottom part, remaining n over 1 factorial, which is equal to n. Let's carry on. n2. n2 is n factorial over n minus 2 factorial which is equals to n factorial, like 4 factorial, can be written as 4 times 4 minus 1 times 4 minus 2 factorial. So n factorial can be written as n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 factorial over n minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Cancel out the n minus 2 factorial at up and bottom part, remaining n times n minus 1 over 2 factorial. Now let's move to n3. n3 is n factorial over n minus 3 factorial and also 3 factorial. N factorial is equal to n times n minus 1, n minus 2, and time with n minus 3 factorial over n minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. So we can cut n minus 3 and n minus 3 factorial, remaining n times n minus 1, n minus 2 over 3 factorial.